Hi guys, good morning. And today is not podcast day, but I'd like to talk about what we are going to do next week, a sort of preview of the next Bounce Back story. Remember, this is the Bounce Back project, a project courtesy of CBA Rufus Africa, which is our consultancy firm, where we highlight iconic stories of progress and bounce back in individuals, organizations, companies, political stories, military history, and things like that. I'm your host, Robert Onyari, a policy, governance, and strategy consultant at CBI Rufus Africa. So today I'm just introducing you to the next week and what we shall be highlighting on Monday in our Insight program, on Wednesday on our white paper, series by Robert, and on Friday on our Bounce Back podcast by Robert. We've decided to move it to Friday because we felt that Saturday is a little bit occupied and we need to be on board and to be really dedicated in this process. So this is the Bounce Back podcast, and we would like to highlight what we shall be talking about next week. So many of you love the game of basketball. Basketball is a game that is really, really wonderful and has inspired generations over many, many, many years. And this time round, we will be introducing an iconic figure in the world of basketball, a player who retired in 1991 after facing a serious bounce back or issue that caused him to retire, but he was able to go through the adversity and bounce back to the success that we are seeing today. Today is an incredible dollar billionaire, a business mogul in entertainment and sport, and we shall be highlighting his story, and it will be the bounce back story of this great sportsman. Your guess is as good as mine. It is not Michael Jordan, no. It is not Scottie Pippen. It is not Karl Malone, but it is Erwin Magic Johnson, or rather Magic Johnson as we like to call him, or he has been called for many, many years. So Magic Johnson is our discussion for next week, and we shall be doing the bounce back of Magic Johnson, the return of ultimate success. Remember, he played in the NBA he was the first pick in the NBA draft of 1979, and he played he played at LA Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, alongside Abdul Karim Jabbar, and he also played with the likes of Michael Jordan and for basketball lovers, who did Magic Johnson play with? Magic Johnson played with the likes of Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Karl Malone, Scottie Pippen, Isaiah Thomas, Shaquille O'Neal, Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, Dominic Wilkins, and all through his career, starting in 1979 and ending in the mid-90s, Magic Johnson defined what basketball was. So we shall be talking about the bounce back of Magic Johnson, and we will tell you why we call this story the bounce back, because there's something dramatic that happened in his life in 1991, and that is what we'll be featuring on as our bounce back issue, and we shall be talking about the bounce back of Magic Johnson, Erwin Magic Johnson. This is our bounce back episode, our bounce back focus for next week in this bounce back project. Remember, the bounce back project is a project of CBA Rufus Africa, and it highlights the bounce back stories of different categories of stories of individuals, organizations, governments, and eras, victories, sportsmen, military victories that define the true spirit of the bounce back. And the bounce back is when you dip and then you come back, when you're high, when you come low, and then when you come back. That is what the theme of the bounce back is all about. So tune in the whole of next week, starting on Monday with Insight, on Wednesday the white paper series on Magic Johnson, and we culminate that on Friday with the bounce back podcast on Magic Johnson. So please tune in, like, subscribe, comment on all our platforms. You can find our work on www.cbrufus.com, and you can watch our podcast, our videos on Roberts on YouTube, and listen on at On Roberts on Spotify. On top of that, we share the links to our white paper series, and most of them come through on LinkedIn. But we are trying to find a way how we can be having our white paper series, also our podcasts, just come through on our website, and we will be glad to have you subscribing and get inspired by these stories of the bounce back. So today is not a bounce back day. No, we already did the bounce back of Arsenal yesterday, and you can find it on YouTube. But we're just doing a preview of this coming week, where we shall be highlighting the life and times of Arwin Magic Johnson, a billionaire business mogul in sport and entertainment. But we shall be focusing on his bounce back story, specifically what happened to him in 1991 and how he was able to come out of that to become a winner, to become a bounce backer. So thank you very much. Enjoy your Madaraka Day, enjoy your weekend, and for Arsenal, we wish you well in the PSG versus Arsenal UEFA Champions League final game tonight, and we hope that you shall lift that cup and also continue to shine in your glory of the bounce back. So thank you very much, and see you all of next week as we profile the life and times of Arwin Magic Johnson, an iconic basketballer who played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you very much, and have yourself a wonderful weekend and holiday. Peace out.